As you're aware, we've conducted some investigations into the death of a 19-year-old male from early Saturday morning. Overnight, we've arrested 3 males, a 22-year-old, a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old. The 3 of them have been charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of armed robbery in company. Yeah, it's a tragic circumstances around this. We've got a young man that was on the Gold Coast with his friends, and one thing's led to another, and he's now dead. I don't know how you reconcile that as a family or even as a community. It's becoming too common, and we need to stop it. Violence doesn't solve anything. What we'll be alleging is that there's been 2 groups of people staying at that accommodation, that they've had some interaction and they've gone from hotel to room, I should say, and they've had a party where some illicit drugs have been taken. During the course of the evening, the 3 main offenders have robbed the victim and his friend at knife point, and during the course of that, the victim has attempted to escape and gone over the balcony and died. At this stage, it would appear he's attempted to escape, but given the circumstances, the consequences of the robbery and the threats made to the victim put the consequences on those 3 offenders. Rightly so, they're now being charged with murder. They were both viciously assaulted, and as I say, the robberies occurred at knife point, so it's just not on. We're currently doing some investigations into some linked break-and-enters of some chemists' shops during the week in the northern area of the Gold Coast, the Coomera Pimpamar area. We believe that the drugs used came from those break-and-enters, and that all persons in the premises were under the influence of drugs at the time. So the robbery related to a phone and some clothing.
Were the people who did the alleged robbery known to the people within the unit?
Not until that night. As I say, there was basically 2 groups of people. The 2 units are one above the other. There's been some interaction over the veranda, like come up and join us, so to speak. They've come up and they've gone back and forth during the course of the night and until the incidents occurred. There were 3 males, one from Woodridge, one from Moranbah and one from Caboolture, and that they obviously were together and they've committed that offence. Obviously, as I said, we're looking at their links to a series of break-and-enters in the northern end of the Gold Coast. All 3 are known to police, and this is a tragic circumstances that should not have happened. I think young people today need to understand there are serious consequences if you're going to take a knife anywhere or be involved in this sort of behaviour. We have 3 or 4 juveniles there. Why were they there? These are questions that will come out during the course of the investigation. Nobody should go out or stay with their friends, and they should be able to go home. They should not be assaulted. They should not be murdered. It's a tragic outcome, and I think we see some people today not understand that this behaviour is no longer tolerated. It is not on. We've gone through a series of serious matters that have occurred on the Gold Coast and throughout Queensland that people don't seem to be getting the message, and it's about time that their friends and siblings and families tell them that their behaviour needs to change.